harvest every year. a scout.
What's your name, bud?
Are you...
No, I'm not.
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on?
Hi,
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself...
No, listen to me.
Your dad?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful. In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So...
She went out a few days ago. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Farm, when we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. I asked the Millith guard...
You came to the right place. We're proud... Genshin... Hey! Who's talking about me?
Changsheng, hello, child.
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baiju?
Changsheng, now's... My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition? As much as you can recall.
Yes, Uncle...
I see. And your family lives near Qingse village?
Uh-huh.
Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name...
Whoa, yeah, it is.
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told them.
Oh, really? Well, that's...
Chi-Chi and I need to...
Family...
Thank you. Then, Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come...
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates...
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out any...
hey there, buddy. Dr. Bot?
The boy asked...
Oh, thank goodness. As for updates... I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding...
The guards at the crossing up...
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
You will? Oh,
Sorry we weren't able...
That's okay. More speed. Can you hear me?
There's somebody over there! Oh no! It's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go...
Watch where you're going!
Oh, dear.
dear customer. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right?
Huh? Dad!
Hey, my, who do we have here? My worst nightmare.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Direct.
Dad, are you okay? Your name is Jia Liang.
My name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jia Liang, and I need to see the doctor.
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boop. Sorry, Hu Tao. Gotta dash.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Farm?
Huh?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me. Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away?
Use what? What are you talking about?
There are traces of god remains in Jia Liang's system.
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
I'm sorry. What?
God remains?
There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there? And besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to...
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today. Okay, deal. We're not going to solve anything by keeping Jia Liang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great-uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler.
Well, time is of the essence. Blockages within the cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it?
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a...
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying...
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed. No, I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distraction...
Yes, Of course, absolutely.
See you tomorrow, Baiju.
Bye for now.
Are you ready, Baiju?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let...
You know, Paimon's kind of... Yeah.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docks doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you... Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your face...
Oh, and also, how come you and Baiju could tell so quickly that Jiali...
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war. Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can...
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baiju learn the spot?
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baiju's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wang...
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Funeral director to...
If he had just become a... But according to my grandpa, the farm... And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes...
In what way?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baiju is around me. He'd never... But... even that says to me that he definitely... One thing I do know about Baiju is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with... Anyway, so... I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baiju himself about all of this tomorrow.
Huh?
Ta-da! No! It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jolly...
Dad! Dad, you were...
Yes.
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baiju's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baiju.
My pleasure, really.
Not at all, Dr. Baiju. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and...
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least...
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish...
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for... Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baiju. I'm not that
I've been stuck indoors for too long.
Yes, of course. Everyone?
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have... But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person.
Who's there?
Ah!
Why did you follow us here? Oh.
What did I just... Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baiju did not cure. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system. Baiju, can you please...
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jia Liang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jia Liang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Changsheng? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought... Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Wait a sec.
Hardly.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? Baiju, don't you...
Thank you.
Paimon does...
The poison in Jia Liang's... Yes. I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family... Let's head there together once I've asked... As well as investigating Nor have I.
Oh, that reminds Paimon.
She was indeed. She is several.
Wait, Chunks
Jiangli, the last time she visited.
quarrel? What happened? I don't know.
Nor did
Oh.
No.
Paimon never...
So a few.
What the...
Let's split up.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Changsheng and I found a hidden compartment. No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this. Some toxins act a lot if it's a concoction of.
Offshoots? So,
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior.
the gall of the... Wait. So, back when Jia Liang ran off, maybe that
Only one thing could have.
This is getting crazier. Hey, why is it... Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is like... You mean... Jia Liang? Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here. And who... Huh? So you're saying... It was late, but that doesn't make any...
I agree.
Look at the facts.
It's too early to. Yes. So if we can do you know anything about God remains in Chingsa village?
Well,
Changsheng's memories and powers are. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are.
whoa. What? Hey! Plenty of people would jump at with my assist. Stronger in health? Baiju.
Unfortunately.
Temperament. Ugh. This is exactly...
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the.
With how anti... What? Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do...
You called?
Gets Paimon every time. Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing?
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's...
Baiju of Boo Boo Pharmacy. The lantern rite when we met briefly. I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You...
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? So someone has been concocting demon. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Chingsa village. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis. The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Chingsa village was founded sometime after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the soul, however, its aura is faint and barely detectable. I do not like to intervene against mortals unless but when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again. Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master
Farewell.
What a strange adeptus. Rather different from the— That's you for ya!
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips.
Master! Master!
Gui? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic.
It's Jiaoliang. He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? Based on past experience, he should have been—
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo.
Dad!
Don't be scared, Dr. Bite.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baiju, you're back!
When Gui left, he was still—
Gui, please take—
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu.
Baiju's not gonna use Chang Sheng's secret art again, is he? Is there really no other—
How are you feeling, Dad?
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be—
Oh, really?
No.
I'll come with...
Don't forget—
No,
Traveler? Baiju hasn't shown his face. Huh?
Huh?
You're finally awake?
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any, Jiangli's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only—
So, how much— They've been outside waiting for you, Surely he hasn't. Who's talking behind our backs again? Ah! Baizhu! Chang! Jialiang seemed
And as a result.
What?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Though it was created from God remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
Still, moreover.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against. I fear that the situation.
I never suspected to sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible.
Well, I think in any case, I have her regular and given that she's already been missing for several days.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
It's
Dr. Baizhu, please let me come with you. You've already done. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I'm sure I'll be able to remember.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise.
No! Before I forget her.
This trip will be.
There's only one thing I fear now.
Very well.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out?
Yes. Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen. Hop to it now.
Okay.
It's just like the day I went missing.
The Mother Lode's influence is growing strong. Jialiang, can you sense which direction?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you?
No, I have.
What shall we do?
The digging marks here. A thieves' tunnel?
Judging by the tool, but why did they abandon the...
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the
Easy job. A bitter pill to swallow.
Crumble! Quake!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves...
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned no doubt an encounter after them.
That's right. This is what...
Jiao
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Aha! We can keep going now!
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Doesn't see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here. There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see where it takes us?
I will have order.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
The doctor will see you now.
Mind the side effects. Taking a turn for the better.
The doctor will see you now.
Shine down!
Order guide you.
Illusion shattered!
Let the show begin.
I'll protect us.
Zhongli!
Look out! There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Gather!
Illusion shattered!
Crumble! This is order. Quake!
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
Let the show begin.
Time to go!
Now you shall perish!
Dr. Baiju, how serious is it? Is she...
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then, what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away! It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baiju said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. Oh no.
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to...
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! Baiju,
You could continue to...
it appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you.
Dr. Baiju, give it to me straight. How long?
The god remains have reached her and...
But, Dr. Baiju, if I continue to sustain my... I know for a... If my choice can bring
Jialiang...
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry.
Jialiang...
I am sure that over the years...
Mortals are... What a crazy situation. Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now...
I've seen many...
In the human realm, at least.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of... I cannot help but think...
When all this began... I've said my goodbyes.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad. Don't fret, Ayu.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live... Oh, how I would love to hear...
Jialiang! Jialiang! Jialiang!
Dad, are...
Didn't I... Huh?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so...
Dr. Baiju...
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, This is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I'm as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Who...
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my...
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jia Liang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that... And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Who's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off?
Oops.
Without Director Who nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiang Li in time.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once. But all I wanted was leave it to Boo. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good.
Oh, is that right? Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you up.
All's well that ends well.
It feels like it was a whole...
Yay, Paimon! All right.
Wait up! I'll come.
Baizhu.
Don't mention it, Jin.
Just your duty, huh? Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Shenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu. I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concoct.
I have to say, Jiang Li, it was a stroke of genius to...
No, not at all. But I'm not just that, Baizhu.
Huh.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiang Li. You are correct. Besides life force, Cheng Sheng's secret art also... When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, there is no need to worry about any long-term consequences.
But you took The reason I left our master, but in the end, are all disciples of Chen Yuvei.
We are doctors.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changsheng to transfer many Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of...
Hey! Food's ready!
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me...
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around and Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends...
There's no need...
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by... Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiang Li's master, has passed away at... Wait! That doesn't make any sense.
It is a...
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chen Yuvei who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojin. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements.
But though they know better, they are like moths that throw themselves into the flame.
So,
Changsheng's, I have nothing but the utmost respect.
huh? But didn't you already
What makes a poison, poison? And what makes a disease, a disease? If disease, many may view that I don't want those who come after me, precisely.
Even the gods.
For a self...
Dr. Baiju, Traveler, what are you still...
We also... Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but... I do envy Paimon sometimes.
True. And yet, are such things...
Barbara, go! Come on, let's go. There's a fortune to be made.
Ready for reconnaissance.
Oh, you're calling for me?
More speed. Crush!
Dance with the waves!
Freeze to the core! Shudder! Crush!
Stiff positions.
Beg for mercy.
Shazam!
More speed. More speed. Shudder! Crush!
Here! Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Beg for mercy. Crush! Beg for mercy. More speed.
Let's sweeten the deal!
Crush! More speed. Vengeance will be mine.
All eyes on me!
Beg for mercy. Crush! Beg for mercy.
Here's the good!
Crush!
With all my strength!
Flood of frost! Shudder!
Dance with the waves!
Crush!
Cross over! Phew! Huh?
Today's recommendation is the steak. Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfenham.
Go! Huh? Go! Huh? Phew! Go! Huh? Hup! Nya! Go!
Haven't you heard?
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo!
There's a strange wander. It's been getting quite busy recently. Which should I choose?
Toodaloo.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views. Come take a look. It's been getting quite busy recently. I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! Wanna come over for tea?
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Toodaloo.
It's been getting quite busy recently. Haven't you heard?
One client, two clients, three clients.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild. Today's recommendation is the steak.
Toodaloo.
Which should I choose? You're also here for Mondstadt's Wonder.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views. It's been getting quite busy recently.
Toodaloo.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Which should I choose? Today's recommendation is the steak.
Wanna come over for tea?
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wander by Wolfen. Today's recommendation is the steak.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
Should I choose?
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.